What's going on YouTube, Facebook, and all the other social media outlets? This is Kevin at Kevin's Corner, where I attempt to make some sense out of nonsense. And you know what doesn't make sense? It doesn't make sense that Black Lives Matter tried to hate on the president by doing a poll because they didn't believe the poll, I guess, numbers that were on Twitter. So, like any hater on the left, they just don't think that average Americans see through their crap. For whatever reason, they're so arrogant and blinded by the liberal media and the Democratic Party that they believe that the average American, or most Americans, think like they do. They think that the average American just sees Donald Trump as this Nazi racist dictator that somehow got himself into the presidency because he appealed to upper class white nationalist men. And I'm going, are y'all crazy? I mean, he received the highest percentage for the black vote for as a Republican and the Latino vote, and you just think that he only won because of just rich white men? What about the women? What about the minorities and all of that? I mean, for y'all to throw out a poll to try to contradict the first poll was hilarious because it backfired. And just like most of the liberal media outlets or groups that try to smear the president, if they don't get the narrative or the results that they want, what do? They bury it. So I guess after 5 days of the poll being up and it showed a high percentage of people who supported the president and said they thought he was doing a great job, they said, uh-oh, this ain't going the way we wanted it to go. Let's go ahead and bury that one. We don't want people seeing that, okay? Didn't get the results we wanted. It's just like, you know, when they lost to the president, the Democrats, okay, these weren't the results that we were looking for, so let's come up with some type of excuse. It was the Russians. It was Donald Trump and his rhetoric, and he's preaching hate, and everybody loves hate, so therefore that's why they voted for him. And I'm going, y'all are foolish. Y'all have forgotten to actually take a poll from real people, not these small little interest groups that you try to falsify numbers and say, according to the polls, Donald Trump's approval rate is at 0.3%. He's in the negative. I mean, I'm going, where are you taking these polls? Because nobody ever came and knocked on my door and said, hey, man, how you think Donald Trump's doing? It's funny how they put out polls to support their narrative. And when it doesn't, of course, they either bury it or they're shocked and appalled. It couldn't be that our polls were wrong. It had to be because of so many underground racists just didn't actually do the poll, and it came out and surprised us on election day and upset us. Whatever. And you know what's funny about the Black Lives Matter poll is I'm thinking to myself, how many white people follow Black Lives Matter on Twitter? How many Asians or whatever? I mean, you don't get a lot of people. Most likely, it was probably mostly black people, and I'm sure there was some white people, but I'm sure there was a large amount of minorities on that little poll that they put out there. Because, I mean, heck, I'm black and I don't even follow Black Lives Matter. So my question to them is, could it be that even a lot of black people who took that poll is seeing through the crap and saying, yeah, I'm not buying what the media is selling. I think the president is trying to fight against the system, but he's being resisted by not only his own people in his party, but also the Democrats and the liberal media. And it is so obvious that they're doing it. A lot of people should wake up and say, I find it kind of peculiar that the system, the people who have been in politics all their lives, even people in his own party, hate this guy so much. Is it just because he's obnoxious and got a bad personality and he's got a big ego? Or could it be something deeper? Could it be that he doesn't play by their rules? Could it be that he's not one of them? Could it be that he's actually saying, I'm going to stand up for America first and the American people, regardless of how politically correct it may sound? Could it be that they can't control what he says, how he thinks, what he does? Could it be that he's actually in tune with a lot of Americans think and feel and has the gonads to actually say it and take it public, just like his opinion about the NFL. And people, oh my God, I can't believe he said this, how horrible, he's a beast. And a lot of people say, well, actually, that's kind of what I was thinking too. I'm glad he said it. If I'd have said it, they'd have fired me at work and called me a racist. Could it be that he says things that a lot of people say, man, I was thinking that too, but I just couldn't say it. And so until the left and the media and the Democrats get out of Washington and get out their little bubble and go out and actually talk to some real Americans, they're always going to get the polls wrong, because they are forgetting the silent majority. They are forgetting that not everybody in America thinks like them. Not everybody in America wants racism shoved down their throat for every situation, regardless of whether it's racist. Not everybody in America wants to be hypersensitive to everybody's little small cause and build our whole society around their agenda. Not everybody wants to put the whole country at risk because we want to look good in the eyes of other nations by letting refugees into the country that we can't vet. Not everybody wants to just have an open border where people could run back and forth and bring their relatives and we can't vet them, and yet they put a burden on our government, society, and jobs. Not everybody wants that. And so just because you don't want those things doesn't mean you're racist. When Donald Trump speaks of those things, a lot of people are going, I feel the same way. Why are they trying to make me feel like common sense stuff is wrong? Why are they trying to make me feel like looking at the fact that we need to keep jobs here in America makes us arrogant or a nationalist or something? Why are they doing that? That's what you have to ask yourself. You have to ask yourself, why is the Democrats and the liberal media almost becoming anti-American? Anything you say pro-American, they throw you in the category of a nationalist or something. Like you can't be proud of America. Like you can't be proud that we should salute the flag and honor our veterans and buy American and sell American and increase trade deals that benefit America. They act like those things are wrong. And every time Donald Trump brings one of those up and you hear people try to justify why those things are wrong, it becomes more obvious that there's a bigger agenda. They don't care about the people. They care about politics. And even if something makes sense, if it comes out of Donald Trump's mouth, they will find a way to try to make it seem like it's some ugly, underhanded motive. He only said that because he's a racist. That's why he said it. And I'm going, no, it sounds like he said it because it's a smart decision. And I was thinking it's smart too. But yet somehow CNN and MSNBC and all these other little joints are trying to make me feel like that's something's wrong with it. Like it's just, I'm evil or something. I'm Dr. Evil. And that is crazy. So before you buy into a lot of this uproar, anti-Donald Trump movement, I want you to stop and ask yourself, when everybody is against something, that is not the time to say, let me run with the sheep. It's the time to say, you know what, hold on, let me investigate why everybody is hating. And what's in it for them? What is their real motive? What are they trying to stop? What are they trying to push? Ask yourself some reasonable questions. Get out your emotions. Use some logic. And apparently, a lot of people that participated in that Black Lives Matter poll used some logic, and it backfired on them, and they buried it by trying to get rid of it. Egg on face. Hilarious. In the voice of Ace Ventura. Oh, gosh, I love it when that happens. In your face. Anyway, this is Kevin at Kevin's Corner. Just having a little fun, man. Try to make politics fun, but yet intelligent, logical. That's all I'm trying to do. Have it make some sense, man. And use some reasoning skills. Don't just let the media feed it to you and you just go, yup, sound good to me, yup. Jesus, oh man, cracks me up. Anyway, you've been listening to Kevin at Kevin's Corner, trying to make some sense out of nonsense. If you are in Kevin's Corner, hit like. Also, check out my other links in the bottom. And if you want to contribute or donate to Kevin's Corner, there are some links in the bottom. You can do that. People have been doing that, and I'm so thankful for it. And sometimes people clown me, they be like, Kevin's Corner is like, we want to see a studio one day, or Kevin's Corner is wherever in your car or whatever. And I say, yeah, wherever I am there, wherever I'm at, there I am. That's how I look at it. But I do want to increase the productivity and stuff with my videos. So please donate and support, considering YouTube be deep. One, let me tell y'all, let me look around. See, sometimes when you tell the people, you got to look and make sure the man ain't listening. Okay, it's clear. Let me tell y'all what YouTube did to me, y'all. I uploaded one video and tried to hit the monetize button. And before I even hit it, I clicked it and it was automatically saying, you can't monetize this video. I'm like, you ain't even listened to it. You ain't even, can you listen to it first? Can you just watch a couple minutes and tell me if it's, they ain't even want to listen to it. It's like, yeah, man, I just assume whatever you putting up, people ain't gonna want to hear it, or it ain't gonna be suitable for advertisement. I'm like, geez, oh man, that's like accusing me of something and I ain't even committed the crime. But that's what the left do. Just like they're trying to get the president for some garbage. Anyway, please support. God bless. God bless America. See you next time at Kevin's Corner.